Let's get behind the headlines of Donald Trump short-circuiting, literally, on his Air Force One on the way to Davos and just getting out of the country because he's a coward, old Yellowstain, and leaving Lindsay Halligan to resign in disgrace after being slammed by back-to-back federal orders in the last 24 hours, all against her, to end her masquerading, as one judge said, her impersonating of a U.S. attorney. Sure, you've heard she's resigned, but let's talk about the bigger picture and the broader picture. First of all, Donald Trump's a coward. Can we all agree on that? He leaves Lindsay Halligan twisting in the wind to resign in disgrace after these back-to-back orders where she just barely avoids getting sanctioned by a federal judge to have her law license taken away. And Donald Trump says, oh, off to Davos. That's one. Also, Lindsay Halligan now joins a growing list of Donald Trump's political hacks that can't stay in the chair as U.S. attorneys around the country and have had to resign or have been fired. It's not just Lindsay Halligan. It's Alina Habba set the template. She got blocked by the two senators who are Democrats in New Jersey. She knew she was never going to get confirmed. A federal judge found, much like they just found with Lindsay Halligan, that she was improperly, illegally appointed under the Vacancy Reform Act. She resigned. A few days later, Julianne Murray, a political hack who used to be the Republican chairperson in Delaware, she resigned because she knew she was never going to get the job. Then you've got two others. The one in Nevada, Sigal Chattah, got bounced by a federal judge. It's up on appeal. She's going to lose. Bill Esseley in Los Angeles, same thing, fired. Guy from New Mexico, same thing. John Sarconi III, he just got bounced 3 weeks ago by Judge Schofield in the Southern District of New York, and he's going to lose his appeal also. So that's the backdrop that you analyze what happened with Lindsay Halligan right now. I also learned that Pam Bondi can't write a note to the public. I was four-fifths through her announcement. I had to read it twice to realize that Lindsay Halligan had been fired or had resigned. I mean, when you're that poor of a writer, you know there's a problem. So like I'm reading, just to give you an example. So I'm like reading through this. And here's what I come up with, right? Again, I have no idea there's no topic sentences, as I was taught to write in middle school. During her 120-day tenure as interim United States Attorney, Lindsay Halligan served with the utmost distinction and unwavering commitment to the rule of law. So I saw past tense, so I figured maybe Lindsay Halligan's not going to make it. By prosecuting, and then she goes on bragging about Lindsay Halligan. Then that Democratic senators weaponized the blue slip process and blocked her, and that her term expired. I'll talk about that. Hold that point. Despite multiple unnecessary legal obstacles placed in her path, Lindsay stepped forward at this critical juncture. And then I get to the part, finally, when I realize Lindsay Halligan is no longer with the Department of Justice. While we will feel her absence keenly, we are confident that she will continue to serve her country in other ways.